What is up, YouTube? This is DBZ439 coming at you with another first place deck profile, and this time it's Salamangreat. I recently took this deck to my local card shop and I went 4-0. My matchups are as follows. Round 1, I played Spirit Charmers. I went 2-0. Round 2, I played Despia, Invoked, Shaddoll. I went 2-0. Round 3, I played Gren, Maju, Rank 8, OTK Spam. I went 2-1, and then last round I played Trap BAs. I went 2-1 as well. So overall, I went 4-0. It was a really nice day. Really enjoyed playing the deck. It was really fun, and I'm really excited to showcase you the deck profile. And be warned, this is not your standard Salamangreat deck profile. There are some changes that I personally like today, and I'm just really excited to showcase you guys. And as always, I'm going to have the deck list in the description box below, so if you don't feel like watching, that's fine. Refer to the deck list in the description box, and I hope you have a nice day. But without any further ado, let's start the deck profile with the main deck. So we're going to start off with our Salamangreat monsters, and obviously the not boss monster, but the card that just makes the whole deck gel, really. It just dumps whatever you need, and it's an extender, specials from your hand. There are rumors that it'll come off the list. That remains to be seen. But to be fair, Salamangreat aren't really like thrashing the meta, so I would understand if it doesn't come back, or I mean if it does, or if they bring back Circle, for example, because I think the only difference the OCG and the TCG have for Salamangreat in particular is triple Circle, and we only have one Circle, so I could see Circle coming back, but not maybe Gazelle. But yeah, that's the card you always want to open or see, and there's ways to get to it, especially with Miragestallio back. The other Salamangreat card, I guess, is kind of cool that you want to open is triple Foxy. This card is really good because it helps you make the Miragestallio, but you have to really think on effect. Like if you open this with Spinny, you definitely don't want to use effect on normal. But if you like have a really brick hand, and you just need to dig, you can YOLO, but you can only commit to one effect, unfortunately. But this is one of your stars you want to see. Speaking of Spinny, another really good extender, especially with Miragestallio back at 1. I really want to see this card because it helps you rank 3 and just like fixes your hand. And worst case scenario, like sometimes you can just normal it and it becomes a free relinked wolf, so that's really cool. So I like triple Spinny. Last of the Salamangreat cards, the level 4s, the one Falco and the one Jaguar. Jaguar is super critical for like recurring itself mid to late game. Another body on board for OTK, and then the Falco you play it for the rank 4 plays. So I play 2 rank 4s, and Falco and Jaguar are kind of the go-tos. Combo pieces for the rank 4 plays. That's it for the Salamangreat monsters. Let's go on to the other Cybers. So I play Triple Debug, and this is where it gets a little controversial. I do not play Buffalo. Let's be clear. A lot of players like to play Buffalo because it dodges Imperm. Here's my concept. Like, if they're gonna Imperm you, like, let the Debug eat the Imperm. Then you can, like, I don't know, like, you can extend, because at some point, you're going to get Impermed or Veiler regardless, right? So my thing is, like, if they're going to Imperm something, might as well they just hit something. Just get it over with, really. Buffalo, like, helps you plus, but it doesn't necessarily get you what you need, you know? It's like RNG, but, like, I just feel more comfortable if, like, Debug, like, grabs me something I need. And it's a pretty big body, and it's a 1-card OTK with Accesscode. The other Cybers Extender, triple Parallel Exceed. Chain blocking your Balinks is really cool with Exceed. Chainlink 1 Bail, Chainlink 2 Exceed. The only problem with this card is if you also have Gazelle in hand and you like link off a Salamangreat monster for Balinks, you can only commit to Exceed or Gazelle. So in that case, I usually commit to Exceed because at some point, if I go like Miragestallio and summon something and link it to Wolf, I'm locked out of Exceed's effect. So usually you want to resolve Exceed before you resolve Gazelle if you have both of them in your hand. This card's insane. It goes into your rank 4 plays. And also helps you OTK with Accesscode. Onto our hand traps. We run triple Ash Blossom. No need to explain. Really good synergy in the deck. Being able to recur with a Salamangreat Sunline Wolf when a monster is summoned to its zone. You can bring back Ash and you can activate Ash on that turn, which is really nutty. So I really like. Obviously, Ash is really strong in this deck. Other hand traps, triple Veiler. This is mostly for Vertane and Conda. And you just don't want them to get Dragoons. That happened to me round 1 against Spirit Charmers. But I Veiler the the Verte Anaconda, and like he couldn't get Dragoons, and I just proceed to OTK. Triple Skull Meister. This is my spicy tech. A lot of players are opting to play like Ghost Spell or DD Crow, Thanos even, but Skull Meister is pretty cool. It's kind of like one of my spicy tech choices. I think some people are getting popular. Some people are catching on with Skull Meister. I really like it. I mean, you couldn't go wrong either way, but the cool thing is if you open multiple of these, they're all live. So it's just like Veiler, so that's really cool. That's it for the monster count. Let's go on to the spell count. So for spells, we have triple Cynet Mining. Cynet Mining is really good because it just fixes brick hands. The only thing is if you get Ash, it really sucks. So you have to really think on what you want to pitch off this card. Sometimes I pitch like the Salamangreat Spell or Trap because if I can link to Sunlight Wolf, then I can just recur advantage. It's a really good Ash bait, and it's a lot more. It's a lot fairer version than Circle. For the one-ofs, the one brick, the one Sanctuary, the one will, again, this is a card that a lot of people like to double up on because it does help you play through Nibiru and one circle. So I don't play multiple wills because a lot of people play multiple wills for the Nibiru. Like I didn't get Nibiru today when I topped, but I understand that will helps you play through Nibiru, which is I don't disagree with that. But you have to play. Sometimes you play multiple wills just to accommodate for desires. And with the circle being the last spell, I do not play desires. I do not like. I mean, granted, the only thing you don't want to banish is the field spell and Gazelle. But I just a lot of people who play Salad go for the pluses. I like being more consistent and more control grind based with Salad. That's just my opinion. So this build is going to be very different from what you see. And I know a lot of Salad players might frown upon this, but this is what worked for me, and I really like these ratios. So that's it for the spell lineup. Let's quickly go on to the traps. Again, you always feel free to refer to the deck list if none of these cards you can't see them or it doesn't make sense what they do. You can just always Google it. You'll have the reference. So for the Salad spell traps, I played double Rage and one Roar. I just think Rage is better, and without desires, I don't have to like run double Roar. I can always like search it, which is really cool. But I like this ratio. I think Rage is better just because like non-targeting destruction is really strong in my opinion. Roar, like sometimes players can play through one Omni Negate, but it's a counter trap, so that's really strong. But yeah, that's it for my like Salad spells, Salad traps. The one IO. We're out here balling on Old McDonald's farm. EIO card is insane. Helped me win against round 3 Gren Maju TK. He like shotgun Twin Twister and I chain IO and card is insane. It should get hit, but even if it gets hit, that's not a problem. I only play 6 spells, so it has really good synergy in this deck. For the other traps, the really spicy tech. I know some Salad players play it in the main, but this card put in so much work today, just simplifying game state, like forcing players to end turns, and it just really good synergy with Baylink, so it really doesn't matter. The only thing is if like you have to burn your own Baylinks, they can like battle phase and run over stuff, but this card just really controls the game state. People don't see it coming, especially in a Salad deck, and I just really liked it today, so it was really strong for me. Last of the traps, triple Imperm. So I do main deck 12 hand traps, triple Imperm, triple Skull Meister, triple Veiler, triple Ash, and my side deck is a bunch of going second stuff as well. But a lot of players like to play Thanos and more hand traps, you know, and that's very cookie cutter for me, but I like to play a little bit more control, so I play a little bit more traps, no desires, and if I really need to go second, I can just side into stuff that I want to see. So that's it for the main deck. Let's go on to the extra deck real quick. Let's go on to the side deck, actually. So for side deck, triple Lancia. This is for Tri Brigade. I didn't use it when I topped today, but it's in for Tri Brigade. And yeah, so Tri Brigade is widely considered the best deck, if not the best deck. So that's just a turn pass for them, so that's really strong. Triple Draw. This is for Drytron. I have not been siding this in against Rogue. Sometimes I have, but Droll is really strong. I think it warrants a side deck spot. I didn't really use it today, to be honest. These cards I really used. Triple Lightning Storm. Just back row hit is really strong. And this deck kind of struggles with back row. Like, if they back row, like, Strike or something, like, it's kind of a turn pass for this deck. Like, the normal summon is super critical. So Lightning Storm really came in clutch today. Other one was evenly matched. I said it in a lot. I didn't see it today. The one card I saw was Lightning Storm in the side. So evenly matched is another really good card for breaking boards. So it's been a like side deck lock for me forever. So I've just stick with it, and it's just really good. And then like simplifying game state, going second. If they can't respond to it, then you can just go all out. Main phase 2 with Salad, establish board, and just control game state. Really good synergy in the deck. Last of the spells, if I know I'm going first, triple anti-spell. It did come up against Gren Maju OTK. So the card is really good. It just shuts out decks from playing. Really good synergy with Rage, because they'll keep sending their spells, and then you just keep popping with Rage. You can play around your own anti-spell. You don't really use spells past turn 1. As long as your Sanctuary is already face up, you're pretty much golden. That's it for the side. Let's go on to the extra. So I do run double Heatleo. Card's really good. Just the way it disrespects back row is amazing. Being able to spin, and then like it did get striked today by the BA player, but I mean it just baits out so many stuff. So like, especially if they can't respond to it, I mean then you go so plus. Obviously, this is standard. Obviously, triple Sunlight Wolf, being able to recur from your graveyard for any fire, either Gazelle or Ash is really strong. But yeah, it's kind of the boss monster of the deck, you can say, because it just recurs so much. And yeah, it's like the Kagari of the deck, if you will. Triple Balinks, again, pretty standard. Search your field spell, protect your stuff. Really good synergy with Torrential. And then the MVP package. I hate to say it, but you have to play it. It just put in so much work. Update Jammer, Splash Mage, Transcode Talker, and the big boy himself, Accesscode. This card just wins games by itself. Hopefully it gets reprinted in the Megatons, and then like everyone can play it. But I think Salamangreat, unfortunately, really, really depends on this card. Otherwise, like it just becomes exponentially better. Like if you don't have Accesscode, you're gonna have a 10 times harder time winning games. And this card just ends games, and it's just so nice. For the XYs, I have, one Mirage, one Dweller, and one Bagooska. So yeah, those are my rank 4 plays, and obviously the return of Miragestallio really helps the deck. Alright guys, that is it for the deck profile. If you guys liked it, please consider subscribing to the channel, commenting, and liking the video. I really make it a priority to read everyone's comments. Thank you guys so much for watching the video, and have a nice day.